The title of today's lecture is called How to Overcome Marital Conflict Over Who is Crazy and Who is Stupid. Now, some people say that if somebody says they've never had a fight in their marriage, that they're lying. But I don't know if that's true. I've known a couple that was married 50 years who never had an argument. Well, it turns out they were sharing the same hearing aid. What we're going to do is talk about how the arguments get going over who is crazy and who is stupid. We're going to also go into solutions of power thoughts, and I'm going to share with you the Nerenberg survey of the need to be right, NSNR. And we're going to have more participation of the audience when we get to that part of the lecture. So, how does that happen? Because very often a person doesn't say you're crazy, you're stupid, although people do that too. How many times have people who are married or in a close relationship say, oh, you're crazy, it didn't happen, or you must be stupid. So that'll be said explicitly. But it also could be implied as well. Now, let me give an example. I say, well, I gave you the keys yesterday. I remember distinctly, we were sitting right there and I handed it to you. The person, no, you didn't give it to me. I remember if I didn't do it, I'm crazy then. So it's implied, because I remember, sure as I'm looking at you and talking to you right now, I remember giving it to you. So it's really an argument over who's crazy. I'm not crazy. I haven't lost contact with reality. So nobody called anybody crazy, but the person's fighting for their sanity. If I didn't give you those keys, because I can see it right now, I know what you were wearing, where you were sitting. If I didn't give it to you, I'm losing my mind. I just don't know. I'm dreaming. I don't know the difference between a dream and external reality. Of course, we're in a dream reality. We think we're in external reality, and so we don't even know the difference in the dream state. But certainly I must know the difference in my waking state. Now the other one, so that's over who's crazy. Now the one who's stupid, well, you shouldn't have put the keys behind that door. You know how the kids get at it. He says, what, am I stupid? I wouldn't put the keys over there. I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I'm not stupid. The person may say I'm not stupid, or may just say I wouldn't do something like that. I know better. But there again, it's an argument over being stupid or not. So that's why we're talking about how to overcome marital conflict over who is crazy and who is stupid. People become very vulnerable over this. As a matter of fact, all negativity stems from vulnerability. It could be vulnerability about how strong our contact is with reality. It could be vulnerability. We have hurt feelings, humiliated feelings, feelings of jealousy, insecurity, and so forth. All negativity stems from the vulnerability. I'm going to go into, everybody knows the golden rule, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the golden rule of thought, which is this: think about others as you would have them think about you. Think about others as you would have them think about you. So this is the golden rule of thought. If you're having a disagreement with a loved one, how would you want him or her to think about you? How would you not want that person to think of you? You wouldn't want him to think of you without love. Would you not want that person to have thoughts of respect even in the midst of a disagreement, or especially in the midst of a disagreement? So that's one of the parts that becomes threatening, is that people feel unloved when they're having these energies, this kind of disagreement. And again, we're focusing on who's crazy and who's stupid, but it could be any disagreement. Often it's a countenance, a tone of voice, a posture that makes the person feel unloved. And you would want that person to have thoughts of love during it. So one way of dealing with that is, look, I love you, but I think you're a little nuts. You know, you didn't give me those keys, or I think you're a little nuts. I did give you those keys. You're losing your mind a little bit, sweetheart. I love you, though. Don't get me wrong. I do love you. So that softens it, because there are those thoughts which manifest then in words. Love is not forgotten. That's really what's very threatening about these disagreements, is that people lose sight of the love for that moment. And love is the ultimate reality. That's what's real. These other things are just a temporary cloud passing over. But at that moment, those clouds can seem like the total reality. And at that moment, love seems like the illusion, and it's not.